What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Cosmic X. I'm out here getting into that nature. Been on look. I haven't posted in a hot minute, but it's because I've been chilling. I've been doing some self work, and biggest thing I learned from it is when you spend time alone to really get to know yourself, things become a lot more clear, and your path becomes a lot more exciting. At least for me, that's my experience. But today I'm gonna be sharing a little poem. It got some wisdom in it, so listen up. I got you. I'm putting you on. It's called Room for Trauma. So I'm not finna just give you the poem. I'm gonna give you the poem and express my thoughts about it. So yeah. Finna do that, and hopefully I could turn it into something bigger. I don't know. Right now, this is what I'm doing. So it's called Room for Trauma. I like this one. The flow like a rainbow. Oh, look at that window. I swear I be seeing things up there at night, bro. I swear I do. And over there, like it's literally a abandoned building over there. That joint be scary. But anyway, so Room for Trauma. So here I go. Most people are scared of the unknown. They fear it. And I believe that the only reason they scared of it is because they're living in fear. Their inner world is consumed by fear. So here, let me dive into that little thought real quick. So I finna make a comparison. So look, like darkness. It's like up in darkness when you was a kid, you used to be scared to turn the light off sometimes because you'll imagine like something scary, like a boogeyman, or like those scary tales we were told as children. As children, our minds were super hyper active and stuff, and so we imagine that stuff to the fullest, and it consumes us with fear. We can't go to sleep, and we end up terrified of stuff up in the darkness. That's because up in the darkness, your mind, with the absence of light to show you the way, you end up coming up with that way for yourself. So up in darkness, your mind goes crazy with these scary stories, and it ends up making you feel scared. I'm trying to figure out how to articulate my words. I'm also overthinking, but it's cool. So yeah, I believe it's like that because they just imagine to be scared. They imagine these scary things in their head. So that's where the little term is all in your head comes from. That's because it really do be in your head. Light gives us something to believe in, while darkness gives room for trauma. If it applies to you, of course. So let's start off with light gives us something to believe in. The light like the sunlight or like the night light up in your room or the TV light, it gives us something. It gives us an image that we can perceive. So basically, when you have the light just shining everywhere, you can see that. So you can interpret it for what it is. But then when there's darkness, you can't just interpret it for what it is because there's actually nothing. With darkness, there is just nothing. And with nothing, is room for your mind to come up with something. And since your mind is the one coming up with that something, if you're somebody who thinks for the worst or got a lot of bad stuff, negativity up in their mind, then that's why darkness gives room for trauma. That's why I say if it applies, because you got some people who are around here super happy-go-lucky, like SpongeBob, and I love SpongeBob. or Monkey D. Luffy. Anyways, moving on. My troubled mind, this is personal. With my troubled mind, I see insecurities. When I close my eyes, never a sunshine nor a rainbow. I'm happy around my friends because I know who they are. I can see them for who they is. But I wish I could say the same for strangers. But that's really why tons of people are misunderstood. Okay, so let me make sense out of it. So up in the first part where it said, I see insecurities when I close my eyes, is because over time, as I grew up, I tend to think for the worst. Like, I had some negative experiences that kind of left a mark on my brain. That's why I said room for trauma. And to give an example about that, my knowledge and experience with girls, it used to be good and dandy, but then one time when I was younger, some stuff happened, and it made me think, dang, it's all girls like that? So whenever I'm around a girl, it made me super awkward, insecure. So that's why, stop it. That's why I seen insecurities when I close my eyes. I can't close my eyes up in a social setting sometimes because I get scared. I feel all this intense pressure inside of my body and stuff. For real. That's why I keep my eyes open, to remain vigilant. And I'm on my P's and Q's. But it shouldn't have to be like that, okay? That's how I'm talking about it. But yeah. Now the other part when I say I'm happy around my friends because I know who they are, is because wait, hold up, let me continue. I'm happy around my friends because I know who they are, and I wish I could say the same for strangers, but I can't. But that's the reason. What I'm saying here is that I know who my friends are. I can see them. It's when I see look, when you first meet people, I like to think that I meet people as shadows. For the most part, I don't know what's going on with a person. I don't know anything about a person. Really, they're shrouded in mystery. They're shrouded in darkness. But if this person is my friend or family member who I've known for a good minute, then there's no darkness. It's only, they probably have aspects to them that is dark. But for the most part, they're light, because I see them for who they are. And therefore, when I close my eyes around them, I'm not scared. I don't feel insecurities. I feel good and happy around them. I can open up to my friends because I'm not scared. But with strangers, it takes a little bit of time of easing in with it. And some people gonna remain a stranger for your whole life. I'm just saying that. If it applies, it applies. Anyways, stop it. That's really why tons of people are misunderstood. I say this out of personal experience because I feel like many people don't know who I am. You see me for the first time, you may think of me to be you may come up with multiple things about me. You may think that I'm cute. You may think that I'm weird. You may think that I'm cool. But all of that doesn't really touch who I am. So, some people tend to be scared of the unknown, and niggas that act out of fear. Cause I literally got into, it don't matter. I got into a fight a while ago, about 2 weeks ago at school. And I kind of feel like it's connected to me being misunderstood. Cause why would I get in a fight with a nigga when I don't have no bad intentions toward them? And why do they have bad intentions toward me? I like to think that it's just because they don't know me. And since you don't know me, whatever it is going on up in your inner world led to you and me getting into this conflict. Flew right into my chin. But yeah, moving on. I got 2 more and then I'm done, okay? Whew. Okay. Living in fear only breeds fear. Maybe if I was vibing at a higher level, a higher frequency, then I could live in love. I'm gonna let you think about that one. With that in mind, then surely, quote Remlin, with that in mind, then surely the darkness wouldn't be so dark. Thus, that air of mysteriousness shall fill me with delight and intrigue, leaving no room for them little nightmares of mine. And that concludes this story. Poem. Whatever you want to call it. So yeah. It was a little something. I'm reading books now about, the mind and stuff. I'm really trying to learn about how this joint operate, because lately I've been coming up with these. You know what? I'm gonna make a video about it. For now, it's goodbye. If you want to see more, hit that like, hit that comment. Let me hear what you think, because that would be nice. And I'm gone, okay? Peace.